Hello my friends, long time no talk. Today we are here for some summer beauty favorites. I have really latched on to some very specific products this year for summertime. If you follow me on Instagram and you see my makeup of the day posts, then some of these are going to come as no surprise to you. But I still felt like they deserved their own mention in a YouTube video. And also I have some skincare, body care items that don't get included in my makeup of the day post. So I thought this would be the perfect way to just group them all together and let you know what I have not been able to put down this summer. Let's start off with makeup. So this primer from Tatcha, this is the liquid silk canvas. I've always loved it. I've always enjoyed it. I have found that with some sunscreens and moisturizers, it can sometimes pill up, but I have found the perfect moisturizer sunscreen combination to go beautifully with this. I can't use this a lot in the winter time. I find it just a little bit too drying on my skin, but in the summertime when things are getting a little bit extra sweaty, a little extra glowy, this is perfection. This gives me the smoothest, most airbrushed finish I think I've ever gotten from any primer ever of life. It is quite pricey, but this is one that I really do feel like is worth the price. And I know I'm getting low on it. I'm basically been using this almost every day. It's just that good. The moisturizer, we're going to segue into skincare. So I can tell you about the moisturizer that pairs so perfectly with that primer. This is what I have been using basically all summer for my morning skincare routine. This is from Lawless, and it's the Forget the Filler Skin Plumping Line Smoothing Perfecting Cream. It has a gel cream texture. You can see how well loved this is. And on its own, it is not really moisturizing enough for my skin. I can use it as a moisturizing primer, but I need to have a heavier duty moisturizer on underneath. But when I layer this as my moisturizer and then use this sunscreen on top of it, this is from Paula's Choice, and it's the Youth Extending Daily Hydrating Fluid Broad Spectrum SPF 50. This is a sunscreen moisturizer, and it's for normal, oily, and combination skin, so this isn't really moisturizing enough for me to use on its own either. But this combination, mwah, it is perfection. It is so lightweight. It gives me the hydration and moisture that I need. I really feel like this Lawless cream is helping plump up and smooth the appearance of my skin. There are so many skincare lovely ingredients in here, and they just blend flawlessly with each other. This has a really lightweight, watery texture, and this trio is just, it's perfection. Okay, let's get back into makeup. So these little drops from Drunk Elephant, pretty much every brand under the sun has come out with their take on these lovely little bronzing drops, but these are just always been what I have used. I purchased a tube back in the day, and I have since been fortunate enough to be PR gifted replacements. And the way that I use these are that I mix them in with my foundation instead of having to buy a darker foundation shade for the summer when I get a little bit of sun, or primarily when I'm self-tanning. I will mix these in with my foundation so that it appears darker and it helps to match it with the rest of my body. And I love that there are additional skincare ingredients in here as well. I really like the color. My favorite foundations that I've been using this summer, this was a smash hit for me from day one. This little gem from e.l.f., their Soft Glam Satin Foundation. I bought this in the shade Light Warm 22. I feel like this will be perfect for me when I'm not self-tanning, but since I have been, I just mix these two together, and it's not a perfect match. I could maybe do more of the bronzing drops, but I feel like it makes it work. But this just gives, it claims to be a medium buildable coverage and long lasting, and it has a 1% hydrating complex in it. This just gives like the most skin-like finish, I think, out of any foundation I've ever tried. And it's $8. The medium coverage is beautiful. I love the satin finish. It's thin, it's lightweight, it's easy to blend, it spreads out nicely across the skin. It wears on my skin all day, it holds up through the summer heat, and it's $8. I don't know how they did it, but this will be a repeat purchase for sure, and I love this so much. Next year, I'll probably go ahead and buy it in my summer shade. The other foundation that I have been loving, which I just recently purchased a full-size bottle, but I tried a sample when it first launched, so I feel like it's fair to put it into this favorites video. This is the new foundation from Fenty Beauty. It is their Soft Lit Naturally Luminous Longwear Foundation. I have not had any luck with Fenty's like base foundation products in the past, and I've tried almost all of them, and I had issues with them for like one reason or another, but this is so good. I feel like the finished product that I get with this foundation is what I get when I mix in my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter with like any other foundation, because it gives you that soft, like glowy, lit from within, hydrated, healthy look to the skin, but it saves me a step. I don't have to do that extra step of mixing that in with this. And the texture is really lightweight. It's easy to blend. I'm wearing this on my skin today, and I'm wearing the shade 175 with some debronzing mixed in. Again, I probably could have used a little more of the bronzing drops. I've tried to like even out my complexion with some bronzer and blush. But depending on how close I am to the lights, it's washing me out a little bit. So I'm sorry if my face is like wildly different than my neck and if it's bothering you. But again, this is just, it's so good. I'm so glad I picked it up. Finally, I found a foundation from Fenty that I love. For powder, it's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. This is by no means new. This is like a cult favorite in so many people's makeup bags. It gives your skin, it really does make you look airbrushed. We had a tragedy with mine. I had a major pan going on and I dropped it. And before it even hit the floor, I knew it was toast. I was able to like do a dry repress. It's still just really crumbly, but this is so expensive. I refuse to let any of it go to waste if I can help it. I might end up like depotting it into like an empty loose powder container so that maybe it's a little less messy. I don't know, but this combined with this primer is like flawless airbrush skin. And it also, this combination looks so amazing in photographs. Like, it's witchcraft. The reason why I like kind of rediscovered this powder this summer is because, unfortunately, even though this is the lightest shade beyond the like brightening translucent shade that she recently came out with, this powder darkens my concealer. And I like to have a little bit of brightness under my eyes, down the center of my face. So I will typically use like a brightening shade of concealer, you know, one that's 1 to 2 shades lighter than my foundation. And because this powder has that effect on my concealer, I've been able to keep using my regular shade of my favorite Natasha Denona concealer and all of my other concealers in my collection. And instead of having my under eyes look like insanely bright, I've been using this powder, and it kind of like tamps down the brightness while setting my makeup, giving me that airbrushed, flawless looking finish, and helping like powders and everything else blend seamlessly on top of it. And so this has just been like my absolute go-to all summer long. I am so sad that I dropped it because the pan was so satisfying. I've really made a lot of progress on this. When I do finish this one up, I am gonna try, I think I'm gonna try the brightening shade, the brightening translucent shade, to see if I might be able to use that all year round, because I just love the finish. I'm not wearing this today, if you were wondering. I have like rediscovered and been reminded of how much I like the Lawless perfecting powder. This is also the fair shade, and I feel like it might be, I don't know, I feel like my under eyes look really bright on camera right now. In person, it's not that intense. This also has like a really nice blurring, smoothing, perfecting quality to it. So this might fill the hole left in my collection when I finish this one up. We'll have to see. But the Charlotte Tilbury is just so thin and so lightweight, and a little bit goes a long way. I really do love it. I wish there was just like a shade lighter than fair. But if you've tried the translucent brightening one, please let me know your thoughts on it, because I am very curious about it. For concealer, I've really just been, this is my like daily go-to, the Natasha Denona High Glam. This is my second tube of it. I bought the first one immediately when it launched, and I used it up and had to go back for another one. This is like, if I could only use one concealer for the rest of my life, it would be this. I can't really classify it as a summer favorite because it's like an all year round favorite. I love the coverage. I love how thin and lightweight it is. It doesn't cake up or gunk up under my eyes. It's hydrating, but it's not too hydrating. It's just perfect. But let's move on to bronzer. And I've really been gravitating towards cream bronzers this summer. I don't know what it is, but I just can't get enough of cream bronzers, especially in the stick. It's just so easy to swipe it on, or, you know, pick up some on your brush and blend it in, and it just melts into the skin. I feel like it wears nicer in the heat. I don't know. So like any of my stick cream bronzers I could classify as a favorite. I've really been enjoying the Rare Beauty stick, the LYS stick, and the ColourPop sticks. If you're on a budget, the ColourPop bronzing contour sticks are phenomenal. These two are not stick forms, but they have also been favorites. I got the medium shade of the Beautiful Skin Glow bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. I previously, well, I do have the fair shade as well. This came in a subscription box that I signed up for, and I thought the shade would be perfect for summer, and it totally is. I'm wearing it on my skin today. I love Charlotte Tilbury bronzers. Her shades and undertones, and then the formulas, it's just all so good. I feel like this is just, it like blends in almost effortlessly. I cannot talk. And I just feel like it's like a bronzing filter for your skin. It's beautiful. And then this is a new launch this year. This is from Physicians Formula, and it's their Butter Glow Contour Wand. It has one of these little squeezy, spongy applicators that, again, like everyone is doing. I got the shade Fair Light. There is like a sheerness in this formula that makes it really easy to blend out. And again, this is just a formula that just melts into your skin and becomes one with it. It has a gorgeous glow. It has a fun little like coconut butter bronzer scent. I absolutely love this. For blush, there was a new launch that came my way in PR that knocked my socks off. I think we all know that blush is having a serious moment, and I love that. I'm so here for it. I have always loved blush. And there are just, I love how so many brands are coming out and, you know, with new and different blushes and innovating formulas. The one that really like captured my attention were these ones from Buxom. These are the Plump Shot Collagen Peptide Advanced Plumping Blushes. These are my 3 favorite shades. This one is Blissful Buff. This one is Coral Cheer and then Tickled Pink. And these are a cream to powder. And so they dry down. They are super weightless. And I think because of the cream to powder formula, these look so blurring and perfecting on your skin. I feel like this summer I've just like unlocked product combinations for airbrush blurred skin, and I have been loving it. Again, these look phenomenal on camera, and because they're cream to powder, they last all day. They have ingredients in here that are supposed to help care for your skin, help plump up the skin on your cheek area, and they're phenomenal. We need more shades. For eyeshadow in summertime, I usually like gravitate towards my liquid shadows because they just hold up so well, but I haven't found myself reaching for them as much this year. But Natasha Denona graced us with a new palette, and it became basically an instant favorite. This is her golden palette, and it's just one of those palettes that I feel like it was made for me. Even though I know it wasn't, I still feel like it was. I love this so much. I got it right before we took a trip out of the country. We went to Austria this summer and had an amazing time, and I loved this palette so much, I took it with me. I brought it in my carry-on so I wouldn't have to worry about it getting, you know, broken in transit. But this came all the way to Austria with me when it wasn't even a week old. Because I love it that much. I'm wearing it on my eyes today, and I'm a sucker for golds and browns in eyeshadow. P.S. I'm so excited for her new I Need a Warm palette. It's not a want, it's a need. Her formula is just one of my absolute favorites. One thing I really love about Natasha Denona is how innovative she is with her formulas. I feel like every palette she comes out with, we're getting a new formula, and these are just beautiful. My favorite shades are this one. This is what I have all over my lid today, and this one. They are both so stunning. I love the sparkle, the shine. I just can't get enough. Golds, browns, neutrals, give them all to me. Along with eyes, I got a new lash primer in one of my like Ipsy or BoxyCharm boxes. It's from Too Faced, and it has a super cringy name, so I'm not gonna say it. But this claims to give you instant lengthening, lifting, and thickening. It is a black primer, which I enjoy. I feel like this primer can make any mascara, even if it's a mediocre mascara, it will make your lashes look amazing. Like, it will turn any mascara into a fantastic mascara. And if you already have a fantastic mascara, like, it will take it to a whole nother level. I absolutely love this. It is a little bit hard to remove, but for how good it makes my lashes look, I feel like it's worth it. And also, like, I feel like it helps in the summer heat. It helps kind of like lock your mascara into place, so it's not prone to like smudge or transfer as much. Also, I have quite a few like favorite gel pencil eyeliners. Gel pencils are just my favorite. But this summer has shown me that this one is absolutely the best, and it's the cheapest one that is in my favorites. These are from Essence, and it's the Stay and Play gel eyeliner. It claims to be waterproof and long lasting. I'm pretty sure this shade is But First Espresso. It is getting quite small. These are $4.99 at Ulta before any sales or coupons. And this eyeliner is just the longest lasting, the most fade resistant if you get wet or you're sweaty. This just stays locked in. I have allergies, so I deal with watery eyes quite a bit. And this is the most resisting to fading and disappearing. And I love that it's only $4.99. One last thing for eyes. This, I feel like I'm cheating a little bit because this is like a year-round favorite as well. But especially this summer, I've not been able to stop reaching for this basically every day. This is from Freck Beauty, and it is their Shadow Slide Long Wear H2O Shadow Stick. and it's the shade Lid Drip. It is a gorgeous champagne that has tiny little micro glitters in it, and it is the most beautiful inner corner highlight that I've ever used in my life. I love that it's a cream stick because I can get it like right where I want it. I like to bring my inner corner highlight kind of down along my lash line and blend it in, and bring it up on my upper lid as well to just give that look of being extra bright, awake, fresh. I love the sparkles in this. It is so smooth and creamy. It's just so good. This is all I have left of it. And it used to be coming out the top when it was new. It is down to here. So this is well loved. For lips, these launched before summer, but they are just a lip formula I've not been able to put down, especially the shade Flat Iron. These are from Makeup by Mario, and they are his super satin lipsticks. Again, this is a product that I tried once and was like, I love this, I need more shades. This is like top of the shelf, creme de la creme. This is the shade Flat Iron. I'm wearing this today with a ColourPop lip liner in the shade BFF. I love how pigmented and smooth and creamy these are. I love the satiny finish. I love the yummy vanilla smell. I just can't say enough good things about these. So I have the shades Flat Iron, Midtown, and South Shore, and I have swatches and comparison swatches of all of them in my Instagram reels. This shade is my year-round favorite, Midtown. It is a light neutral pink, and it is perfection. A product that launched this summer that became an instant favorite are these Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Sticks. I had a feeling I was gonna love these when I saw the launch announcement. I have the shades Tulip Kiss and Blazed Donut. One is like a light peachy nude and the other one is a light pinky nude. They smell just like the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs, like that yummy, fruity, sweet scent. They are so creamy. They have such a gorgeous, glossy, shiny finish. They feel nourishing on the lips. They're super comfortable. I love the shades, and I just haven't been able to stop reaching for them. I also love that the components match the shades. It makes it so much easier when you have more than one and you're trying to find the one that you want. I really wish more brands would give us colored components. For another lip favorite, I must mention, because it's summertime and we all need to make sure we are putting on our sunscreen as often as we can, In Beauty Project launched these Sun Balm SPF 30 lip balms. And what caught my eye about these is, number one, I love their lip oils so much, like top shelf favorites. But these, so I had high hopes for these already, but for the sunscreen, they use mineral protection, which draws me in automatically. I have had way too many bad experiences with sunscreen lip balms that use chemical filters that taste like poison. Like so chemically, like, you know, it's not good for you. It's not something that should be near your mouth. So I always look for mineral protection for my lip balms. I have the shade Pink, and then I also got the shade, it might be called Latte. It's like the light brownie nude one. That one's actually my favorite. I'll pop up a picture of it on the screen. It's in my bag and I didn't want to go get it, but it has this nice little like squeezy tube applicator. It's a really good size product and it packs a punch with pigmentation. Like when we go to the park and like I haven't gotten ready for the day yet, I'll throw on some lip liner, put on one of these, and bam, there's a lip look. They're really comfortable. They're really nourishing. The only thing that's missing is like a super yummy fragrance. For setting sprays is a big deal for me all year round, but especially in the summer. If you take the time to do your makeup, you don't want it to melt off like 5 minutes after you've gone outside. So Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is my second bottle. So if that doesn't tell you how much I love this, I don't know what does. This just locks your makeup in place. It doesn't dry out your skin. It helps everything like become one and to just stay in place all day long. I have a mini of this, and this is what I took on all my trips this summer. Another one that is a very high-ranking favorite, and I've partly been reaching for it because I'm trying to finish it up because it's really low and I want to get the new watermelon one, but also it's just a really good setting spray, especially for the summer. This is the iconic Urban Decay All-Nighter. This is the vitamin C formula, and it has cactus flower water in it. And vitamin C. So it gives your skin a little bit of extra like hydration and radiance. I don't know that I notice much like skin brightening from the vitamin C, but it does have a nice like lightweight scent. And one thing I will say is that I had to switch out the sprayer nozzle because the one that came with my bottle was horrible. Like it like would partway shoot out at me, and then some would mist off to the side and I couldn't get even coverage. So I switched out the nozzle with my ColourPop Pretty Fresh setting spray that I had finished up, and it saved the day for me, for sure. I'm gonna keep this nozzle for future use. Now let's get into some body care, some skincare, that fun stuff. This is a product, it's here in this little case, that I was gifted this summer to review, and I feel like this has made an incredible difference in my skin. It's the Solo Wave Red Light Wand. It probably has a more technical name than that, but you just push this button, the red light turns on. It has galvanic current and therapeutic warmth as well, so it's not just the red light therapy. It feels so nice on your skin. There are so many benefits to using the red light, and then also in combination with the warmth and the current. I just feel like my skin looks firmer and more lifted. My under eyes are less puffy. They look smoother. I feel like my 11 lines in between my eyebrows have been significantly diminished. And I feel like my forehead looks smoother too. This is something that you have to use consistently if you want to see results, but I have noticed like on days when I don't have time to do it, I can definitely tell a difference. So it is absolutely worth the time. You can do it in the morning, you can do it in the evening, but there are so many benefits to using red light as part of your skincare routine. Definitely worth checking into. This is a bit of an investment, but the brand does sales, and I also have a discount code. I will link it down below in the description box if you want to check this out and save some money. Another sunscreen I've been loving for my face is this one from IT Cosmetics. This was also sent over in PR, and it was a new launch from the brand. It's their Hello Sunshine Invisible Hydrating Serum Sunscreen, SPF 50, and it claims to help protect and also prime your skin. And it has provitamin B5 and hyaluronic acid as some of their call-out ingredients. My favorite texture for sunscreen is watery and lightweight, so it will just melt into my skin. This one is also so hydrating, but not too hydrating. Like, it layers beautifully with my Lawless moisturizer or any other moisturizer I feel like using. It gives a beautiful hydrated glow to the skin. It didn't irritate any of my sensitivities. This one does use chemical filters, and it's just been a smash hit. I will absolutely repurchase one when that time comes. I have quite a large stash of sunscreen I need to get through. And then rounding off the sunscreen category, I've been loving this from Vacation. This is their Super Spritz SPF 50 Face Mist. I love taking this along with me when I'm out during the day to reapply my sunscreen over makeup. The one thing I have to be careful about is if it does get in my eyes, it stings like the dickens. Like watering, burning eyes. It's miserable, but as long as I'm super careful, I don't experience any other adverse effects. The mister is nice and fine. It has a nice, like, you know, typical sunscreen yummy scent with maybe a little bit of vanilla. And it is, if you were wondering, it is a chemical filter, which is why it burns if it gets in my eyes. It's just So nice. For a scalp spray, I really love this Not Your Mother's Beach Babe Scalp and Hair Mist. It's SPF 30. It doesn't make my hair greasy or gunky. It's fantastic. And my favorite body sunscreen is, for the second year in a row, or ever since this is launched, the Kopari Sun Shield Body Glow. This is their newer rose gold formula, which has an SPF of 45. Their original golden one has 50. And I think I prefer that one solely because it has a higher SPF, but this is so gorgeous. It is so easy to apply. It melts right in. It smells amazing. And like one thing I really love about this is it's so nourishing on your skin that like I can go swimming and not shower right away because, you know, I have to come home and take care of kids and get them bathed and showered off. And hours later, like my skin doesn't feel dry. It's so nourishing. And I love that it has that shimmer in it. It just makes your skin look glazed and moisturized and delicious. And I can't get over how good it smells. So, Holy Grail Body SPF. You can't go wrong with the rose gold or the gold. For self-tanner this year, I went hard for Isle of Paradise. I found this really good deal on QVC that for these self-tanning drops, I got the dark shade and I got 2 big bottles. These are like super-sized bottles. I love these because you can just mix them in with your regular moisturizer. There's no guide color that you have to rinse off when you're done. And you can customize just how tan you want to be. You can also use these on your face. And it's just, I found to be the easiest and most fuss-free way to self-tan for me. I really like the color. I feel like the color is quite natural. It's not, you know, orange or, you know, a weird undertone or anything like that. It's just so good. And when it is time for me to remove my self-tan, this remover from Bondi Sands? Bondi or Bondi? I can't remember. But this is their self-tan eraser. And it's a foaming cleanser. You just put it on, you let it sit for at least 5 minutes, and then you take a washcloth and kind of like slough off those areas in the shower. This is a lifesaver. Also, if I accidentally like get the drops in between my fingers and don't get them washed off well enough, I can go in and, or you know, anywhere on my hands and help remove those embarrassing mistakes. So good. For lotion, I rediscovered this year the EOS Vanilla Cashmere Body Lotion. I have used this and loved it for years, but I kind of like rotated on to different things. But I rediscovered the EOS lotions this year, and I'm so glad that I did because they work so well with my Isle of Paradise lotion or my Isle of Paradise drops, because since it has a pump, I can know exactly how much lotion I'm dispensing for like the ratio of drops to lotion. This vanilla cashmere scent is so yummy. It's whipped vanilla, soft musk, and cozy caramel, and it's so yummy all year round. I think this is my 3rd bottle. It's so good. The price is really good too. These are like 10 or 11 bucks, and it lasts a long time. It has 7 nourishing oils and butters. It's soothing for dry skin, and I have sensitive skin and I'm eczema prone, especially on my legs, especially after shaving. And this is so nourishing and buttery. It works so well for me, and it sinks right in. It's not greasy. It doesn't rub off all over everything. And then this is a newer launch from the brand. I'm not exactly sure when this came out, but I bought it a couple weeks ago. This is their new Strawberry Dream fragrance. I love it so much. It is so yummy. This has notes of sparkling strawberry, pink sugar, and vanilla cream. And oh, it just smells so sweet and fresh and yummy and fruity. It's everything I wanted it to be. This was another like instant obsession, especially for the summertime. I feel like I've really been gravitating towards fresh fruity, yummy scents this summer. All right, my friends, we have come to the end. Let me know. I was gonna talk about some perfumes, but I've run out of time. So let me know if you want me to do a video on my favorite summertime perfumes and what I've been like really gravitating towards this summer. And I would be happy to put that together for you. Hopefully you don't have to wait so long between now and my next video. Now that school's back in session, I feel like I should be able to have more of a regular, get back into more of a regular filming schedule. But we will leave it at that, my friends. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will have everything linked below if you wanted to check it out for yourself, and I will talk to you again very soon.